what's called extrusion devices to make the
Right.
different shapes and stuff like that. And
Hmm.
I have actually found the relatively inexpensive machine at one of my local chef stores. That's about 20 minutes away from me. It starts off. They start off at about $25 or $30
Oh,
for
that's not bad though.
no, but and of course the price range goes up depending on what you want to do.
Right.
Depending on, do you want a restaurant quality machine sitting on
I have a
your
KitchenAid.
table?
I think it's able to do that. I
Yeah,
just don't make it. It's got the actual thing where the actual stuff will come through, but just never
yeah,
made it.
yeah. They have KitchenAid, great mixer, love them. Hey, if KitchenAid wants to sponsor this show, go ahead and come on, contact me at daddymur1@yahoo.com.
KitchenAid.
But yeah, because I'd love to do like a commercial for them because I like that machine. I like that machine a lot. You can
I
do
use it
anything
all
with
the
that.
time. I even bake. I bake my cakes in it. I mean, it's so good. I love it.
Well, you don't actually bake the cakes in the
I don't
mixer.
bake it, but you mix everything in there.
Right. And then they got sausage stuffer attachment that you can get. They got a meat grinder attachment that you can get. They got ice, like a blender type
Hmm.
attachment. You can get the pasta machine. All the attachments all in one.
Yep.
Now,
It's heavy too. It's a heavy machine. Every time I have to take it out, it's just like, oh, it's terrible.
well, you remember that scene in Jurassic Park when the little boy was playing with those night vision goggles and the lawyer looked at him and said, "Are those heavy?" And the kid says, "Yeah, they are." He says, "Well, if they're heavy, they're expensive. Put them down."
It's true.
That's well, it's better quality, right? At least
That's true.
that's kind of the way
You
I
pay for
look
what you
at it.
get. Yep.
Oh, absolutely. Name dropper, Daddy Murr, Renee says. So, well, you got to drop names every once in a while. I mean, if they tell me to stop, then that's different. But not everybody's gonna know what you're talking about unless you do.
Right.
So, but I am having so much fun
I
just
know.
getting this
Food. You're making
accomplished.
me hungry.
Oh, I'm starving. What did I have this morning? I had a handful of chips and sour cream and onion potato chips and some buffalo uh, dip made with sour cream and like buffalo chicken wings, but only a dip. Yeah, I think that's what I've had so far this morning. Going through my emails and everything. But
This morning?
yeah,
No.
yeah.
You gotta have breakfast. Real breakfast.
I didn't have. I believe it or not, and you can't tell by my pictures, but I usually only eat once or twice a day, and it's usually a big meal in the evening.
You have to have at least 3 meals and have your snacks and you
Yeah, I
know
know.
it's all
I
good for
know.
you.
It is. It is. I love eating apples, and if I had a
I
bag
love
of apples,
apples.
I can go through a whole bag of apples in a couple days.
I love apples. I love apples. I love oranges.
Oh, that's
You ever had a chocolate dipped orange?
no.
Oh my God. It's heaven.
Is it?
Bursting with flavors. Yes.
Chocolate doesn't agree with me.
Oh, forget about it. Don't do it.
Well, actually, those chocolate candies you get around Christmas time or Valentine's Day, like this week. Those
Uh-huh.
those ones I can eat like one piece and be sick from it, but I can
Wow.
eat like 4 Snickers bars in a row. So it's the kind of chocolate. It's how
I
much.
couldn't have nuts for a long time.
You couldn't have nuts for a long time.
Mm-mm. Couldn't have nuts for a long time. I miss my nuts.
Oh, here we go again.
Golly.
Oh, you are
I
so
can't
much
have
fun.
anything with seeds, nuts, anything that has skin on it, because of the condition I had. And now that I had surgery, oh my goodness, I went and bought myself a bag of almonds, a bag of pecans. Um, oh my God, I've been eating nuts like crazy. And the oils even make me break out, but it's just so worth it. I love it. I love my
I
nuts.
I
All shapes and size.
I love my nuts too.
I hope so.
Yeah, cashews, almonds are great. Pecans, I love them. Sunflower seeds, peanuts. I'm a big peanut fan. Now down south, down there in your neck of the woods, boiled peanuts are a favorite.
I like boiled peanuts, and also I like them like the roasted almonds made with cinnamon and brown sugar.
Yeah, the German roasted almonds, those are great.
They're
You can
so
find
good.
those. I tell you what, I set up my booth, and I'm next, and this has happened to me a lot. And I'm the booth next door to me when I do those fairs and festivals and events and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Almond people right next to me, right? So I got to smell this stuff from 8 o'clock in the morning until midnight.
I won't leave. I won't leave it. I'll stand right next to them and buy bags and bags and bags of them. Oh my god! That's one thing I do love is almonds. Mm.
Yeah, almonds is good. But everything's good in moderation because they do have a high concentration of fatty acids and fat from the cholesterol. So
True.
you have to watch out. I mean, everything's good for you. Everything is good for you in moderation, especially natural whole foods and stuff like that. But it's when you'll get a whole lot of it at one time. It's just your body doesn't know what to do with it. So it can become toxic to your body after a while. Have you ever heard that where somebody eats one thing all the time and then all of a sudden they're allergic to that one thing they've eaten all the time?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah,
I'm I eat chicken like every day. I'm like, I don't want to become allergic to chicken. It's about the only thing I really eat.
yeah. I got chicken defrosting in the refrigerator. I'm gonna make tomorrow's dinner is baked chicken on bed of rice, and I've got
Mm,
some real nice jasmine rice to make it with. Oh yeah.
yum yum yum.
Probably gonna have a vegetable medley to go with it. It's cauliflower, broccoli, and carrots.
Yum.
So, of course, I'm gonna screw up that vegetable medley by putting Velveeta cheese on there.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
And Paula Dean would be proud of me the amount of butter I use.
Uh, don't do that. No cheese.
No cheese.
No
No cheese.
cheese.
Well, here's what I think of cheese. Yay! See, I'm playing with the effects again. That's the applause effect.
When it comes to cheese, I'm like a rat. I love cheese, but just not on that. Don't put it on that.
Yeah, I think I'll probably keep it healthier tomorrow.
There you go. Yeah, you
Yeah,
had pasta tonight, so
and
keep
I
it
do
over.
I do cook a lot with olive oil instead of butter.
Oh, I love olive oil. I use olive oil for everything.
1 tablespoon of olive oil will go a long way in frying a chicken breast in a pan.
Mm.
1 tablespoon.
Yeah,
So, and then you cut down on all your fats and everything. I didn't realize that this was going to be a food show today.
I know, right? What
I
happened?
got.
See, I was trying to get back into the sex by the nuts, but it didn't work.
Well,
I just took.
I told you I'm not really on my game today. Yeah, it's been one of those weird days. I've got a lot of stuff going on, a lot of good stuff for our show and for the our future station and everything. And you get so impatient. I'm like a kid waiting for a Christmas present. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And I can't really talk about it right now, but it's a lot of great things are gonna happen this year. And one of the things going out to Bigfoot Comics and Collectibles here in Granite City Sunday from 9 till 4 p.m. We'll be out there. I may or may not have JJ Catrone may or may not show up. I talked to him, because he's from the St. Louis area,
Right.
and he may or may not be able to show up. I don't know, so that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to throw any names out there. But right now, I hope he can show up because it'll be one of the first people I've ever interviewed that I actually get to meet.
Oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, that'd be cool. We'll do a whole photo shoot. Now they have this big life-size statue of Marilyn Monroe. I'll see if he is willing to hang on the Marilyn Monroe statue. How much you want to bet he'll do it too? He's a nutball. I love that guy.
Oh, funny.
He's fun. He's funny. I can't wait to have him on the show. He's actually going to be on the show March 10th. JJ Catrone. Okay, and next week is going to be Jerry Hall, the first hour. Now
Hmm.
this have you seen all the posters he's putting for his? He makes these wonderful posters, and he made one for us too, for being on the show to help advertise and sharing them on social
Yes, I
media.
saw the poster.
The guy's fantastic. I emailed him and I said, "Hey, how much you gonna charge me to do some stuff for me?" He says, "Oh, I wished I had the time." But Jerry Hall's gonna be on next week. Looking forward to that show. He is great. I tell you what, he reminds me of Elton John in a lot of ways. The way he sings, the way he plays, and stuff like that.
I
You
love
know,
Elle.
he's yeah, but he also reminds me of a bunch of other of the older groups from the 60s and 70s and 80s. So yeah, you're really gonna like Jerry Hall. Uh,
Great.
he is actually from a town in London called Hall. Same spelling as his last name.
What was last name?
Yep. Well, he lives there now. He's originally from the U.S., but he lives there now in Hall, London. And then on the second hour is going to be Leanne Moonraven talking about the Burbs.
Oh, great.
Yeah, yeah. I got a hold of her. She's going to come back on the second hour next week, so that'll be fantastic because we had some issues last week and I rescheduled her. So can't wait for Leanne to be on and talk about her show, The Burbs, on Spreaker. You can pick her up at Carmen Theater Group on Spreaker. The Burbs every Thursday night at I believe it's and I don't have the notes in front of me. I believe it's 10 o'clock Eastern Time every Thursday night on Spreaker.com. Carmen Theater Group.
Oops.
Are you looking them up?
Yes.
Well, we're just about done with this first hour, and I don't think that I don't know. Still waiting for the waiting to see what happens. But anyway, wow, this has been a really interesting day. Renee, there's a bunch of people I want to meet, but I can't think of it right now. Hey, me too. I tell you, one of the people that I want to meet, if I ever get a chance, is Linda Carter. Wonder Woman. Yep, that's
I
right.
love Linda Carter. She's so beautiful.
She is. She doesn't look like she's aged a day since 1972.
Yep.
Life has just been very, very good to her. Um, or whatever, But that is, if I were to ever get starstruck, because I don't get starstruck, but if I were to ever get starstruck, it'd either be over her or Stevie Nicks or Olivia Newton-John.
I
You
like
know,
all of them. Good choice.
yeah. I mean, those are the ones that I grew up admiring. As far because of the movies and everything. Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta used to play in a lot of movies together. Like Grease and
I love JT. Oh,
yeah. Well, you was at the Jimmy Star show yesterday, and they played a little tidbit,
clip.
yeah, from one of his newer movies coming out. I want to know when that's coming out. I don't know because that looks like it's called The Lineman. I believe is the name of the movie, The Lineman,
Right, I think it is.
and you know, looks like it's going to be an awesome movie. I tell you, I like all of JT's movies. I ever since Welcome Back, Kotter.
I love Walking My Connor. That was a great show.
Welcome Back,
They don't
Kotter.
make shows like that no more.
No, they not really. Everything's more adultish without the you know what I mean.
Right.
It's not family fun comedy anymore. I mean, you don't want to sit there and explain to your 7-year-old what a hoo ha is. You know what I mean?
What is a hoo-ha?